So thank you to everyone who left nice feedback on my last video blog. That means I get to do another one. I'm here, I'm still documenting my trip to the States where I'm doing research into recruitment innovation. Before I talk about that, it's very important to say that it stopped raining after 6 days. We've now had 2 days of no rain, which is great. So good, in fact, I even went to the beach. The wine tasting was excellent. So, I've interviewed 3 more people since the last video blog, William Maranga, Master Burnett and John Sumser, and 3 very different conversations, but the thing that came out of all of them was talking about the notion of employer branding and what that actually means. In the current sort of climate, what does it mean? What does it mean these days? And really, the consensus was something that very, very chimes very similar with something I believe, that the notion of a company having one employer brand, one kind of employer value proposition that can be universally applied to the work experience there is no longer valid, if indeed it was ever valid in the first place. And we were talking very much about niche branding, or as I'm in the US, niche branding, and how every type of job, every type of location within a company throws up different branding issues. And I think that's really interesting. And to be honest with you, I don't think that the mainstream discussion about employer branding has really caught up with this. It goes back very nicely to the conversation that I had with Glassdoor that I talked about in the last video, about the notion of employee feedback and employee reviews. So really interesting to sort of maybe pick that thought up with a couple more people that I'm going to be speaking to. The other thing that dominated the conversation, unsurprisingly, was mobile, or mobile as we're in America, and basically just saying that, well, actually it's already part of the recruitment process, and work needs to be done to actually understand what people are doing on their smartphones, and how that experience can be made better, or how companies can really really sort of make the most of that within their recruitment process and their talent attraction. So that's it for now. The rest of this week I will be meeting with platforms, some of the major social and professional platforms, and some kind of interesting suppliers who utilise those platforms. So providing I don't get horrendous abuse for this particular video, then I'll do another one at the end of the week. Again, if you got to the end, thank you very much for watching.